Welcome back to Zeestar Lovers. In today's This Is Fate episode breakdown, emotions run high inside and outside the courtroom. Rajveer's future hangs by a thread as the case turns against him, while Palki and Mohit desperately search for proof. Preeta makes a powerful move to defend her son, but Karan keeps missing her by moments. And just when everything seems lost, Kavya shocks the court with a bold confession that changes everything. Stay tuned as we cover every twist, turn, and heartbreak from this dramatic episode. Please don't forget to subscribe for more interesting updates. Now, let's dive right into the drama.
Palki and Mohit come out. Palki asks where her father is. Mohit replies that he should be here and, after looking around, notices that he is speaking with a lawyer. Palki wonders why he looks so tense. They both go over to see what has happened. When Palki asks why everyone is tense, the lawyer explains that there is a problem. The case is going against Rajveer, and they do not know how to free him. Mohit insists they cannot lose this case. He says that when Bhagwan closes one door, he opens another, and they just have to find it. Mr. Khurana, however, explains that this is not so simple and that he is very tense, hiding because he cannot face Shristhi ji and Rajveer. Mohit questions why he is speaking like this instead of standing strong. He pleads with the lawyer to do whatever he can, since this matter concerns Rajveer's life and career. Palki remembers the CCTV video and tells the lawyer she has information, but the lawyer replies that without proof, it will not work in court. Shocked, Palki runs away, recalling what Kavya told her. She does not stop despite Mohit trying to follow, and the constable orders everyone to sit back in their positions. Meanwhile, Preeta enters the conference room, asking for Mr. Luthra. The employees say he is not there, but Preeta accuses him of hiding from her because he knows her son is innocent. The receptionist warns her that she is mistaken, yet Preeta refuses to listen. She vows to find Mr. Luthra herself, convinced he is avoiding her because he knows Rajveer is not guilty. Elsewhere, Karan walks through the hall, thinking of how much his mother cares for Rajveer and wants him released. He is relieved not to be in court, as he could not bear to see Rajveer standing in the witness box. Sunil approaches Karan, saying he cannot find the mailer file. Shocked, Karan asks if the meeting is still on. Entering his office, he tells Sunil to give him time to recheck the numbers and urges him to be cautious. When Karan hears someone yelling, he asks the peon, who explains it is a lady asking to meet him. Karan tells the peon to send him the CCTV footage so he can decide if meeting her is worthwhile. He then hands Sunil the file and sits at his desk. Preeta enters a cabin, mistaking the man inside for Mr. Luthra. Relieved, she tells him she is glad to finally find him, since he himself hired her son Rajveer and knows he is not a thief. She argues that Rajveer is young, like his own son, and asks if he would remain silent if his child were framed. She reminds him that Rajveer once saved his life and insists he should help him now. Preeta even vows to swear on his behalf because she knows her son is innocent. But when she turns his face, she is shocked. It is someone else. The man apologizes and begs her not to reveal that he sat in Mr. Luthra's chair. He explains that Mr. Luthra went outside. Karan rushes to the receptionist, asking if she saw the lady in the CCTV footage. Disha apologizes nervously, but Karan replies that he is happy and insists she must tell him. Preeta, meanwhile, continues searching and wonders if she is moving in the right direction. Back at court, Palki, deeply worried, calls someone and asks if he can send her the CCTV footage. He tells her that the girl who came with her already took it. Shocked, Palki decides to call Kavya but finds the number invalid. She cannot understand why Kavya would take the footage when she knew how important it was to prove Rajveer's innocence. Palki questions herself but cannot shake the doubt. Karan rushes to the lift just as Preeta, standing on the opposite side, leaves after adjusting her sari. Karan senses her presence. Disha tells him that someone is looking for him. In court, the prosecutor presents himself. Mr. Badra says he has no questions. Shristhi angrily asks how he can say that. Shaurya stands and declares that this means the case is lost. Sandy mocks that Shaurya has given the judgment. Furious, the judge scolds them, ordering the inspector to maintain decorum and warning Sandy of punishment. He even threatens to punish Shristhi if she continues interfering. The judge declares that all the evidence points to Rajveer knowing the safe's code and attempting to flee through the window, proving he is the thief. Shristhi, Mr. Khurana, and Palki plead for Rajveer's innocence. But the judge reminds them that interference is not allowed until the court delivers its verdict. Suddenly, Kavya rushes in with her fiancé, declaring she has proof that Rajveer is innocent. At the Luthra office, Rishabh instructs the employees when Preeta rushes to the receptionist, asking where Mr. Luthra is. Shocked to see her, Rishabh learns from Disha that Mr. Luthra went to his cabin to meet her. Rishabh cannot believe his eyes as Preeta enters the lift. He tries to stop her, but the doors close. Stunned, he wonders if what he saw was real or a dream, but his heart tells him it was real. Overcome, Rishabh calls Disha to inform Karan that Preeta is in their office. Disha replies that Karan already knows, and both he and Preeta are searching for each other. Rishabh, emotional, begins to cry with joy, convinced that Bhagwan, who once separated two lovers, is now bringing them back together. The judge calls Kavya to the witness box. Nidhi, alarmed, asks what she plans to do. Shaurya sneers that Kavya will do what she always does, support her so-called brother, Rajveer. Kavya takes the vow and introduces herself as Kavya Luthra. The judge asks what she wants to say. Despite Nidhi signaling her to stay silent, Kavya declares that although Rajveer knew the safe's code and attempted to escape through the window, she knows he is innocent. Her words leave everyone shocked. Kavya says that everyone in their house knows the password to the safe, so it does not mean that Rajveer stole the money. She explains that sometimes what is seen with the eyes is not the truth, and vice versa. The judge asks Kavya what she is trying to say. Kavya replies that she is only saying Rajveer did not steal the money. The judge then asks who stole the money. Shockingly, Kavya accepts that she is the one who stole the money. Everyone, including Nidhi and Arohi, is stunned. Palki becomes tense, thinking that Kavya has taken the blame on herself when she knows Shaurya did it to trap Rajveer. Shristhi thinks she never imagined Kavya would do such a thing, but realizes this is why Kavya was feeling remorse and defending Rajveer. Mr. Khurana asks Shristhi if she calls Nidhi as D. Shristhi replies that it is nothing like that. Kavya explains that she is the one who stole the money, which is why she was defending Rajveer at every moment. She says when she could not handle the situation, she went to her fiancé Varun, who needed money for his business. Since her father refused to help, she did not know what to do. When she told Varun, he got furious and threatened to end their relationship, which she could not allow. So, she accepted the crime on his instruction. She asks Varun to hand over the bag of money. Varun gives the bag to the constable, who hands it to the judge. The judge opens it and finds it full of cash. Rajveer, very tense, insists that the one standing in the witness box is innocent while the real criminal is roaming free. He says that if Kavya had not come on time, an innocent person would have been sent to jail. The judge says that since Kavya Luthra has confessed her crime and returned the money, the court declares Rajveer innocent and orders his release. At the same time, the police are instructed to file a case against Kavya Luthra for misleading the law and court. The judge warns that this step of Kavya might ruin her future. Rajveer looks at Kavya in disbelief. As Rajveer steps out, Nidhi angrily slaps Kavya, shocking everyone. Nidhi accuses her of ruining the name of the Luthras. Sadly, Nidhi walks away, and Shaurya follows without saying a word to Kavya. Palki is stunned, while Kavya slowly walks away without even looking at Rajveer. Shristhi rushes to hug Rajveer, crying with relief. She says she is glad he is free. She could have died if he had been sentenced because of Kavya. Shristhi leaves, promising to return. Mr. Khurana congratulates Rajveer before leaving. Palki walks over to Rajveer, holds his hand, and cries emotionally. Rajveer embraces her hand and assures her everything is fine. They both wipe each other's tears. Palki asks if they should leave. So Rajveer, Palki, and Mohit walk outside the courtroom together, still holding hands. Meanwhile, Preeta steps out of the lift. Rocky is shocked to see her. Karina asks what happened. Rocky says she just saw Preeta. Karina insists it is not possible because Preeta would have met Karan if she had come. Rishabh also arrives and confirms that he saw Preeta ji and that she was indeed there. Rocky tells Karina this is no mistake. Karina asks Rishabh if he is certain. Rishabh says the receptionist told him Preeta was going to meet Karan in his cabin. Rocky becomes emotional, glad that Karan and Preeta will finally meet. Rishabh adds that he has been longing to see happiness on Karan's face for so long. Outside the court, Kavya is waiting when Shristhi approaches her. Shristhi says she will not thank her because her son suffered humiliation due to Kavya. She adds that Rajveer had to bear so much because of her actions. Shristhi nearly reveals the truth but stops herself. Then tells Kavya that she may be the daughter of her mother, but she also has the blood of the Luthra family, which drives her actions. Shristhi questions why Kavya did this to her son, whom she considers her brother. Rajveer tries to stop Shristhi, saying Kavya already explained her reasons, but Shristhi tells him not to interfere. She adds that Kavya has not done anything noble and asks if Rajveer even knows what happened to his mother and auntie. They bore so much pain and spent so much time in court. She recalls how her sister had an accident while helping Rajveer. Yet he is still defending Kavya today. Shristhi becomes emotional, saying everyone, Mr. Karana, Mohit, and even Palki, was busy helping Rajveer, while Kavya caused all these problems. Palki tries to reveal the truth, but Kavya stops her from mentioning Shaurya. Palki then says Kavya admitted she did it, but Shristhi insists Kavya is lying. Varun interrupts, supporting Palki, and says the money he gave in court belonged to him, not Kavya. He explains that Kavya never even asked Mr. Luthra for help, exposing the truth. Rajveer hugs Kavya tightly, and Varun smiles. Rajveer praises Kavya for becoming a hero in front of everyone but tells her there is no need to ruin her name. Kavya says she would do it all again because Rajveer is her younger brother, and she must fulfill her duty. She promises to always support him. Rajveer, deeply moved, says he does not know what good deeds earned him such a sister. Kavya teases him to give her a gift by attending her wedding and fulfilling the responsibilities of a brother. Rajveer finally agrees. Meanwhile, Preeta enters Karan's cabin and calls out for him but is shocked to see he is not there. She leaves, wondering where Mr. Luthra has gone. Elsewhere, Rishabh, Rocky, and Karina bump into Karan. They ask why he looks so happy. Karan replies that Disha told him Preeta came to meet him in his cabin. Rishabh says this means Karan still has not met Preeta. He then stops Karan, insisting that he cannot leave and should not create more confusion. Karina guesses that Rishabh knows something. Rishabh suggests they head to the announcement room. There, Rishabh advises Karan to remain calm and composed. Karan calls out to Preeta, saying he knows she is in the office and has come to meet him. Hearing this, Preeta is left stunned. Wow! This episode of This Is Fate gave us shocking confessions, emotional reunions, and courtroom chaos, but the biggest question remains. Will Preeta and Karan finally reunite? And what will happen to Kavya after her sacrifice? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zeestar Lovers for daily, interesting drama of your favorite shows. Until next time, keep watching This Is Fate with us.